Not many people, as children, were taught what the heck to do with your emotions. My name is Kate Colley, and I help people face their deepest, darkest shadows within so that they can live in complete emotional freedom. And for today, I have 3 very important things that you absolutely need to know about your own emotional health if you plan on living a happy and fulfilling life where you're not in constant resistance to your own emotions. Number 1 is that all of your emotions are valid, okay? Now, there's a big distinction between your thoughts and your emotions, and the relationship that they have is very interesting because when your body experiences an emotion, it's actually just a physical or rather somatic sensation in your body. You can imagine that when you experience nervousness or anxiousness, some people feel it like butterflies in their stomach, or some people feel it like a tightness or a pressure in their chest. Or if you experience shame or guilt, it might feel like a sinking feeling in your solar plexus. So all of these different emotions, both positive and negative, are simply sensations in your body. When your body produces a sensation, a feeling, your mind, your conscious mind, generates a meaning around it based on what you've experienced in your past. So, for example, if you are in a situation that brings up the physical sensations of guilt in your body, your mind might associate the meaning of I'm not good enough. That's the big distinction that I want to make. Your emotions are always valid. They are always valid. They are always there for you and never against you. However, your thoughts in your head or your conscious mind are not always valid. Those oftentimes are the parts that need to be elevated and released into the truth of who you are, because the truth is you are good enough. You are pure love. However, based on the experiences of our past, your mind's going to tell you a different story. And I have a wonderful video on that. If you want a more in-depth explanation, I will link it above. But understanding that your emotions are always valid is so important because we experience so many emotions throughout the day, and a lot of people experience that emotion and they instantly try to move away from it. But your emotions are quite literally a part of you. You cannot move away from your own self without experiencing some degree of pain. And usually it's a lot of pain that we might not even be aware of. Number 2, there is no such thing as overreacting. So just let that sink in. There's no such thing. It shouldn't even be in the human language, I think. There is only reacting. There's no overreacting. We need to get rid of the over part because it places a judgment around our emotions. And when we're in judgment or criticism of our own emotions, we are actually quite literally in judgment or criticism of our own selves. And number 3, emotions only get stuck when you resist them. And resisting your emotions can look in a lot of different ways. Like we said before, if you're calling out your emotions as overreacting, that's actually a resistance to your emotions. It's a push away from them. A lot of people distance themselves from their emotions by actually gaslighting themselves and saying, oh, wow, I shouldn't be so triggered right now. Oh, I shouldn't be feeling that right now. Oh, wow, I have such a good life, but I don't know why I'm so depressed. I don't know why I'm so unhappy. I shouldn't be feeling that. Or a lot of people go up into their heads and they allow their energy, so to speak, to move up just into their thoughts, and they actually leave their body. They take the conscious presence that is meant to be in your body at all times and they move it to different places like the thought realm or the fantasy realm or the past realm, anything outside of the present moment, as a way of coping with these difficult emotions, because not many people as children were taught what the heck to do with your emotions. And that's what my message is for you. I want to teach you what to do with your emotions so that you can have this embodied experience of freedom in your life. What you want to do with your emotions, instead of resisting them and pushing away from them, is you actually want to get closer to them. You want to reconnect with those parts of you that have been suppressed, denied, repressed, ignored, and pushed down into the realms of our unconscious mind. You want to go there. You want to go into your shadows and bring forth those emotions so that they can be elevated by the light of your awareness. I often like to teach people that you can do this by adopting a very curious attitude towards your emotions. You can really see them and feel them as simply sensations in your body. So instead of allowing your mind to go up into the meaning-making phase of experiencing your emotions, you can actually just be really curious. Wow, I'm feeling anger right now. What does that feel like in my body? Oh, it feels like my fists are clenching and I want to shake and it just feels tight, right? You can go go into these places with curiosity and quite simply focus on the sensations of them. What that does, it allows the light of your consciousness to move those emotions for you so that you're no longer in resistance to yourself. I would love to share more about this realm of emotional health with you. In fact, I even have a completely free online course. You can sign up below in the comments. I'll link it in the description as well. My gift to you, a space to dive into your shadow self so that you too can live in complete freedom, because that is what I want for you, desire for you, and I hold the space for you to have the experience of what it means to be truly human.